Hello everybody, I'm Connor aka the Frostbite, and welcome back to Pokemon Insurgence. Last time, we had made it here to the cave, kind of went around, I thought about some Pokemon for the team, and I finally come to some decisions. There aren't going to be any permanent team members for a little while, so please do be patient with that. For now though, we have this Nidoran, who got higher leveled than my starter. Yeah, So, turns out one of those people outside actually had a Roselia, and this gave this 4 levels of XP. And I'm so glad that he actually learned Double Kick, because that'll come into handy for something for one team member in specific. For now, though, we just need to make it through this cave and actually make progress this time. You want to battle me? Are you trying to humiliate yourself? Why did I give him that voice? But yeah, Nidoran's not going to be here forever, so don't get used to seeing him. He's only here until I can at least get the second Pokemon, or one of the other Pokemon. So don't be surprised if this series has a lot of temporary team members. Because the team I decided on, it's kind of difficult to get. So, again, just be patient and we'll have the team by the end of the series. We should have them all before the second region of this game. As, surprise, surprise, there's actually a second part. We have to beat the game first, though. And that implies that I actually have a good enough team to get there. Something about Geodude. No, Nidoran, you're gonna have to carry us through this cave, I can tell. Because you have Double Kick. And that's like the other thing, I need Nidoran. I actually needed Nidoran because one of the Pokemon I need to get kind of requires I have a fighting type move. You'll see what I'm talking about later. But just know that Nidoran is a very integral part of what I'm going to do for our team. He's not going to be part of the team, but he's just needed for the team. Ooh, okay, we took some good damage there. Let's just heal up real quick, and we will be moving on the way. Fun fact, I actually learned that there is kind of a Delta Pokemon early on in this cave, but unfortunately we can't get it. Because, story locks or whatever. Some rock rolls. Roll again! I actually really like Roggenrola. Like, out of all the basic rock types, it's one of my preferred ones. 5th gen had a lot of my favorite Pokemon though. So I guess I don't know, I guess I'm kind of biased towards 5th gen. But, I mean, it's better than the Gen 1ers and how much they get insulted. Jesus Christ. But sometimes I feel like they get a little too much hate. But then again, what do I know? Just a moron playing Pokemon. And now we've got this weird music that we can't seem to do anything with right now. Maybe in the future we'll be able to do something with that. And another hiker. And more rocks. Maybe it'd be a good idea to use one of those repels. And not to fight rocks. Yeah, so Nidoran, you're gonna have to carry us through here, I'm assuming. So there's gonna be a lot of fighting. I'm gonna assume that most of the people in here are gonna have, either fighting or, rock types. But it's okay. No big surprise. So you get back out here and murder us to Tyrogue. Tyrogue is also one of those Pokemon I've thought about it, and Tyrogue is one of those Pokemon I have a problem with. Why in the world does this thing have to have even stats to evolve into Hitmontop? That seems like the most the most difficult thing that you can get. And yes, I want to learn Swift. We will get rid of Growl. But as I was saying, I don't know, Tyrogue, baby Pokemon have always been kind of a somewhat stupid decision. Like, I liked Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee before, but once you go to like, hit Tyro, it's just kind of stupid. Because now you have to like, now let's say, oh, I want Hitmontop, I have to evolve it in this specific way to get Hitmontop. Or I want Hitmonchan, I have to give it mostly attack. Like the mostly attack, okay, evolving it into Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee is not bad. But trying to evolve it into Hitmontop is such a pain. Why? Why would you make it like that? It just, it's one of those things that bothers me. It's like Volcarona. Like level 70? Jesus Christ, that's a high level for Pokemon, you know? Not even a middle evolution. I feel like if they had given Larvesta a middle evolution, it would at least kind of balance it out. Because then there's something for it to kind of like not be completely terrible for the rest of its time. Sorry, I burped a little bit. But it's just like, you know, Larvesta, you stuck with that until level 70. Ugh. Like, you really cannot make that kind of crap up. You're stuck with that thing, you are stuck with it. Let's try out Swift, see how much that does compared to Tap. Oh my lord, that does a lot more. Yes, yes, all the yes. And finish him off. Tackle, not to waste too much of our damage. Or too much of our PV. Look at that. Rubixion, you're gonna go places. I think there's something up here, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, yeah, a Pokeball. Great. And encounter right before I get to the ladder. Let's see what we got. It's a Diglett. Diglett, Diglett, I don't know. I kind of like Diglett. It's like, it's a pure ground type, so there's nothing too wrong with it. Oh, finally, story. The Frost! The Frost, you're so slow. What took you forever? Anyways, I think that's the redstone the Merriman was talking about over there. Over at the far right of the cave, you can't miss it. You will not leave Telnor Town alive. My agent has place. I assume yours is too? Yes, and on to the brink with the strongest Pokemon. Rest assured he will be dead before he leaves Telnor Town. Very good. This augur disgusts me. I could at least grudgingly respect the first one. This one's just useless. He practically brainwashed the entire region with his propaganda he spread about himself. Have you heard how ridiculous some of it is? He was born of fire and lightning, and he rode Xerneas as a steed. The man's been augur for a year, and people are already worshipping him. But we won't have to worry about him after today, will we? Let's get going. Frost? Those were cultists! Did you hear what they were saying? They're planning to assassinate the augur when he comes to town. I can't believe we're caught up in the middle of this. We need to help. We need to go back and warn the augur before the assassins get him. We have to hurry. The augur might have already arrived. Quick, let's go! Damien, the Frost, you're late. The augur arrived 5 minutes ago. He's waiting for you two in the town hall. The Frost, we have to hurry. The augur could be attacked any minute now. And right before that, I would like to go back and heal in the Pokemon Center. So, yeah, don't try to waste too many healing items if you can. I thought that for some reason that cave was longer. Maybe I'm thinking of the second cave that you go into. The second major, like, storyline cave. There's a lot of caves in this. Surprisingly a low amount of Zubat, though. Oh, hello. I'm Jaren, the second augur. It's nice to meet you all. You have a very lovely town. What might your name be? My name's Damien. Damien. Damn. Ian. No. And this is the Frost. I'm a big fan, sir. We're here to warn you that one of the guests here wants to kill you. We're here to warn you that... I screwed that up horribly. That's a very serious accusation, Damien. I'm so sorry about this, sir. I messed up his voice. Damien, what are you saying? You're embarrassing us. You'll be punished for this. Actually, I wouldn't worry about it. He's meant to get all the fun. He'll get enough punishment here as it is. And who might you be? We're cultists. And we're here to kill you. What? No, you can't! In fact, I won't even let you get a chance to battle him. I'll stop you two right now. Come on, the Frost. Kid, have you been watching too many superhero movies? We're cultists. We have strong Pokemon and actual weaponry. We only came here to eliminate the Augur. Step aside and we won't kill you too. No, I won't back down. This is a chance to prove myself. Alright then, kid. Just don't say we didn't warn you. And it looks like you're mine. Fear the wrath of the Abyssal Cult. So, if the color schemes weren't obvious enough, yeah. Obviously, the Abyssal Cult follows Kyogre, and that red one, I would assume, follows Groudon. Because, you know, we gotta have a Team Magma, Team Aqua thing going here. Can't go without our fire and water. For once. But level 12 Skrelv. How do I feel about Skrelv? Let's see. Water Poison type. It's not terrible. I think Poison Dragon's a pretty good type. I just wish that Dragalge was any good. Okay, let me restate that. Dragalge, I feel like, isn't a completely terrible Pokemon, but it could be much, much better. Maybe just, like, have a little bit higher special? I don't know. Dragalge's always... Like, I don't see Dragalge used very often. And it was like... It's one... Weird thing is, it's one of the dragon types that can actually deal with fairies. I mean, a lot of can, but it's just like... It's one of the ones that, you know, should be used to dealing with fairy types. But it's not. It just isn't. I don't understand why. Hey, not the smoke screen. Good thing Swift can't miss. Gotta love that about... That's what I love about Swift, is it can't miss. But, anyway, about Dragalge, it's just like... I don't know. Dragalge has been always one of those weird Pokemon. Like... I don't know how to describe it anymore. No matter. I'll take you down with him. No, you won't. Trying to kill me is one thing, but threatening innocent children? That's one strike too many. I'm sending the two of you to Helios City for your trial. Although after all that, I don't see a bright very future for you. Vincularium Morte! Did you just kill them? Of course not. I'm taking them to Helios City. Sorry for letting you two fight my battles, but I was curious to see how you would do. Don't worry. If you lost, I wouldn't have let you get hurt. I'm very impressed. You two are talented and responsible. If you ever pass through Helios City, why not stop by? I'd love to see the two of you again. For now, though, I should return. I have travel to attend to. Thank you. Thank you for hosting me. You have a very lovely town. Did the Augur just give you a compliment? I think so. I think your foster mother is going to have trouble making you stay if that's the case. Damien, this is your chance to go on an adventure. You got an invitation for the Augur himself. Yeah, I guess you're right. In that case, I need to get going as soon as possible. All my friends have already arrived in Midtown. They're training at the trainer school. Hey, the Frost! Why don't we race there? Midtown's just on the other side of the cave we went to earlier today. We can learn how to battle and everything there. See you then. Finally we can get rid of this stupid town. So, yes. We now know that the Augur also has these weird magic properties. But, why? Why does he have these strange properties? Then again, I'm questioning a world full of magical creatures that at literally any point could explode, shoot lava, shoot fire, shoot scalding hot water, bring down lightning from the sky, hit you with his wings, with metal wings somehow, and many other weird accusations. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Screw you, Ghastly. Not today. We ain't doing that. Why? How did I miss this before? Oh well, Pokeball. Oh, I don't think there was any items we've missed. I think there was the one Pokemon in the cave I got last episode, but other than that, I don't think I missed anything. I think we're good. And as for this cave, screw this place. I'm not dealing with this again. We're using the repels. Oh, right. Yeah, you actually can talk to your Pokemon, and sometimes they actually can, they can give you items, which is pretty neat. And get ready for the most haunting... Oh, I probably should have mentioned this. Yeah, we can't do anything about this until we get some kind of surf or something. Who knows? Hopefully we have something so we can surf. But what do I know? Again, I've never fully completed the game, so... there's some things I do and don't know. I should really stop saying again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Alright, now Damien said there was like something on a rock that was very far away from here. Why don't we go check that out? Because if we actually go to this rock, we find a hard stone. Hardstone, if for those of you who don't know, increases the power of rock-type moves. This is kind of useless to me currently because I have no rock types. And honestly, for one of the Pokemon that I have that might learn a rock-type move, I doubt I will use this ever. Really? It took one step. And more Pikachus come out. Of course it'd be Pikachu. What other Pokemon would be awaiting me in the grass? Alright, Route 1. Finally, we have access to more Pokemon that aren't complete garbage. I hope there's something good here. Because something I'd like to also try to do is get some HM Pokemon. I don't think we need Flash. Or... Actually, I don't know if we need any TMs now, I remember. Because I remember there being, like, certain items that you wouldn't... Oh, crap. I think I remember that you don't need HM slaves in this. Never mind. I think we could just avoid the wild Pokemon. I mean, there's certain Pokemon that I'm gonna try to capture, but for the most part, yeah, we're gonna avoid catching wild Pokemon unless I need them for maybe a gym or something. So Rubixion, I need you to swift this thing, please. Ow, that pursuit hurt. Okay, you're gonna hit me with Peck. That's gonna hurt. Stop with the pain. Okay, here's an idea. Go bag, heal up. You take down, you stupid Void. Please hit with it. Oh god. Okay, Swift. That should take it out, and we should be fine. Good. This stupid Murkrow out of here. But as you can see, their levels are pretty confident for what we are now. It didn't take very long for the game to catch up in difficulty. So that's why I'm doing this on normal, not hard, because I would probably have an even more difficult time getting through this. Especially since this game will try to beat you down at some points. With a lot... I mean, there's the gym leaders. Remember though, they mentioned that the gyms had, like, specific themes and not just types? Yeah, that's the whole region. It's not fun. Because it means now you have to watch out for 2 types of Pokemon in the same gym. And since some of those types can be dual-typed, it makes things more difficult. So for example, let's say, well, how they're mentioning a bug and poison gym. just because he has those two types doesn't mean he'll just be using specifically pure bug or pure poison types, or, you know, just bug poisons. He could have a bug grass, like a Leavanny or something. He could have a poison dark, like a Drapion. Who knows? That's one of the threats of this game that it brings. Is that you never know what the gym leader's really going to be packing in terms of their main Pokemon. Unless you've played this before. And since I've, again, never completed this game, I only know so much about it. I have seen some videos on this, it's true. But I don't have enough to know much of anything. The only real research I did before making this was to search and see what Delta Pokemon there were and where their locations are. Because I wanted to check for when we go catch them later. And some other stuff as well. Because, you know, there might be a Delta Pokemon or two I'd like to add to the team. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see. Little nice. This stupid Jigglypuff. Could you stop with the decreasing of my attack? Stop it. Stop it. Bad Jigglypuff. Bad. You know, right? Finally, you're learning Poison Sting. You can get rid of Focus Energy, my friend. Thank you, Mr. Whatever your name is. Don't think there's a healer out here. Oh yeah, I guess it's something I should also mention. Certain routes you can get people that can heal your Pokemon. So keep an eye out for anyone with like a nurse outfit. Which right now I think it's best if I go ahead and heal, because we are... Actually no, I do know where the next healing spot is. So I want to head over this way, don't run into the hiker, and go into this cave. We'll grab that Great Ball later, don't worry about that. But if we head into this cave, and find a Poochyena, no. I don't believe any of the Pokemon I want to catch are here. I'm 95% certain. Yeah, so welcome to Midnight Garden. This is a little hiding spot from Midnight Town. Got you. There's a hidden grotto around here. It's a little secret passageway that digs through the trees. Sometimes they'll have Pokemon or items at the end. Heard you can find them by looking for dark patches, but I can't seem to find any. Well, what do you say? Many of the citizens of Midnight Town like to rest here with their Pokemon. It's a beautiful place to stay. And a beach. Bang. Go! So now, as you can see, there's a small little patch. That little dark spot. We head inside. We can now find an item. Well, that's anticlimactic. I was hoping for an actual Pokemon, but, you know, whatever. Thankfully, none of the Pokemon I'm actually looking for through those. Is that one of the freaking things that I want? I don't know. So, like, some of these Pokemon I'm gonna get are gonna be kind of annoying to get. Wait. Abra! I knew you'd be in this stupid cave somewhere. You know what? We don't have a flying Pokemon right now. I'm gonna try some. I'm gonna try to catch you. I want to catch an Abra only for the move Teleport, because if we have Teleport, we can essentially go back to any Pokemon Center. Like, I can go to a route and then head to a Pokemon Center at any time, and I can leave caves with it. So this is actually pretty good. We have this. So how about building a teleport? We'll just call you Telly. Tile? How would you pronounce that name that I spelled it? Tile? Great ball! Better chances than Pokeball, but it's just a great ball. It's, okay, better chances than a Pokeball and an all. Would you like to trade Pokemon? The one Pokemon I'm really looking for is Totodile, but I can't find it anywhere. I'll trade you my rarest Pokemon for one. Keep this guy in mind. We have access to Totodile really soon, actually. And trust me when I say, that's a Pokemon that you want from him. Because that Pokemon that he has is something that you can't really get anywhere else. But you'll have to wait and see. Execute. Execute's always been a bit confusing because it's like, it starts off as eggs, then it becomes a palm tree. Why? Like, how does that make any kind of physical sense? I mean, it just, how does eggs turn into, just, that hurts. How do you turn eggs into a tree? They're not like, if it was like a group of seeds or something I would understand, but that's eggs! It's a bunch of eggs! I'd be fine with an amalgamation of birds. But, just a group of eggs, why? And then you've got Krabby who, well, it's a crab. Okay, that's one thing I don't like about the people that are called Gen 1ers. They complain that a lot of, you know, Pokemon are just, like, so badly designed, or they're just based off of objects. That's what a lot of Gen 1 was as well. Like, what is well, first off, let's begin with, what is Magnemite? Like, it's a metal ball with a screw and two magnets attached to it. And then Magnemite's just, the Magneton's just 3 of them screwed together. So it's like, you're not making any points here. And then you go on to, like, Muck. It's a living pile of sludge. Okay, I don't, like, really? It's just a living pile of sludge. It doesn't do anything different. So, I don't know. It's like the people that complain about, like, later generations of Pokemon are worse than Gen 1. I really don't understand their logic. It's like, you can complain. Yes, I think a Parakeet is stupid. But I mean, a living pile of sludge isn't? You know? Or, take for example, let's see, like, crap, what else was there that I mean, there's just a lot of Pokemon from Gen 1 that I've been, yeah, Tauros. I mean, I kind of like Tauros, but it's like, it's just a bull. Like, that's just what Pokemon are, is mostly animals. And I kind of like it when they just spread their designs, like, Eevee's kind of a fox, but it evolves into so many, like a, is it like a fox or a cat? I'm gonna assume it's more of a fox, but it's like, it at least, you know, changes the designs of every single evolution. It's the one Pokemon that, throughout generations, nobody really hates Eevee, or its evolutions. Like, you at least have one favorite evolution. That, like, there's no arguing with it. You probably have one evolution that you really like, compared to the others. But, I don't know. I mean, I'm more of a fan of Espeon than any of the other evolutions. That does not mean we are going for Espeon. There's something else I'm gonna be doing with this Eevee. Trust me, it's going to be worth it in the long run. But prepare to see this little brown guy for a very, very long time. And I think there might be some other Pokemon I need to catch for some other stuff as well. But we'll take care of that when we get to that. Because, I know there's like trainers that require pseudo-legendaries or whatever. It's weird. A lot of the trades in this are like, they don't require, some of them don't require specific Pokemon, but they require like either a specific type or a specific, like, or a specific kind of Pokemon, more or less. Some of them require two different types of Pokemon. I don't mean like two different Pokemon for one. I mean more like this Pokemon has to have these two types in order to get this other Pokemon. Paris! Yeah, this is another one I have. Well, no, I don't have problems with Paris itself. I kind of like Paris and Parasec's designs. They're just terrible at fighting, so. Great HM users and great for catching other Pokemon. Terrible otherwise. The thing can learn Cut and Flash, making it great for, you know, HMs. And it can learn False Swipe and stuff, and can get the ability Damp for catching. But good lord, does it terrible at fighting. And then there's Ariados. I like Spinarak and Ariados' designs, but I can't stand how they fight. They're just... Ariados is a little bit better than I think. I feel like Ariados is at least a little bit better compared to, well, we were literally just talking about it. My brain is a little fried from so much Pokemon. It's better than the other Pokemon, but I don't know. Don't worry about the poison because right up here, Midna Town, thank goodness. And don't worry, Pokemon can't die of poison in this, although the red flashing will get on my nerves. Rubixion survived the poison. Yay, but nothing really happened though. Now I don't remember, is this a game that has different Pokeballs based on badges, or is it based on just Pokemon Center's location? Okay, I think it is based on badges. I was wrong. Hi. Oh, why would you be telling me this? I already know about this. Up here you can kind of see like the TVs, and I have a lot. I really like this Pokemon Center. But I think next time we will be exploring Midna Town and seeing what it has to offer. And then, who knows, maybe we'll go to that Pokemon trainer school. See y'all then.